Imagine a whisper lost to the winds of time, a colonial dream swallowed whole by the vastness of an untamed land. This is the story of Roanoke, America's very first English settlement, a community that vanished without a trace, leaving behind only questions and an enduring legend. For centuries, historians and enthusiasts alike have grappled with the same unsettling query: what truly happened to the lost colony of Roanoke? The late 16th century saw European powers vying for dominance, and England, under Queen Elizabeth I, was keen to establish a foothold in the New World. Beyond riches, the dream was of a permanent English presence, a base from which to explore and expand influence. The challenge was immense, requiring vast resources, unwavering resolve, and a touch of daring. Leading this ambitious endeavour was Sir Walter Raleigh, a charismatic courtier and explorer. He received a royal charter to establish a colony in what he named Virginia. The initial expedition in 1585, largely a military and exploratory venture, struggled with resource scarcity and strained relations with the indigenous communities. It was abandoned after just a year, but the lessons learned, though costly, paved the way for the next attempt. Undeterred, Raleigh organized a second, more substantial venture in 1587. This was not a military outpost, but a true civilian colony, men, women, and children, numbering around 115, including families hoping to forge a new life across the ocean. John White, an artist and veteran of the previous expedition, was appointed governor, tasked with establishing a thriving, self-sufficient community. Shortly after their arrival, a pivotal moment occurred: the birth of Virginia Dare, the first English child born in the Americas. Her arrival symbolized the colony's enduring potential, a beacon of hope for future generations and a testament to the settlers' commitment to their new home. It was a moment of profound significance, promising a legacy for the fledgling community. Despite this initial promise, the colony faced immediate challenges. Supplies dwindled, and relations with local tribes remained precarious. Facing dire circumstances, Governor John White made the difficult decision to return to England to gather crucial provisions and reinforcements. He left his daughter, son-in-law, and granddaughter, Virginia, behind, promising a swift return. White's return was anything but swift. Europe was engulfed in the Anglo-Spanish War, and England needed every available ship for defense against the formidable Spanish Armada. His pleas for a rapid return journey were denied, and he was forced to endure an agonizing 3-year wait, while his family and the fate of the Roanoke colonists weighed heavily on his mind. Finally, in August 1590, John White returned to Roanoke, filled with a mixture of hope and dread. As his ship approached the familiar shores, an eerie silence descended. There were no welcoming signals, no signs of life, only an unsettling quiet. The fort was gone, dismantled, and the houses stood empty, overgrown by wild vines. The vibrant colony he had left behind had simply vanished. His heart sinking, White discovered one tantalizing clue. Carved into a fence post at the entrance to the abandoned settlement was the single word, CROATOAN. Nearby, etched onto a tree, were the letters CRO. CROATOAN was the name of a nearby island and a friendly native tribe. Could this be a message, a destination, or a warning? Crucially, White and the colonists had prearranged a signal. If they were forced to leave under distress, a Maltese cross would be carved above the message. No such cross was found. This suggested the relocation was not due to an immediate violent threat, but perhaps a planned, albeit desperate, move. Yet the lack of any further explanation amplified the mystery. The most widely accepted theory posits that the colonists assimilated with friendly local tribes, particularly the CROATOANs. Faced with dwindling supplies and no sign of White's return, they may have sought refuge and integration with indigenous peoples who knew the land. Over time, their European identity could have simply merged with their new community. Another theory suggests the colonists simply relocated. They might have moved further inland, perhaps seeking more fertile land or a safer harbor. Explorations years later unearthed some English artifacts far from Roanoke Island, hinting at a possible westward migration. However, no definitive large-scale settlement or clear trail was ever discovered. Harsh environmental conditions could also play a role. Droughts, severe winters, or widespread disease might have made continued existence at Roanoke untenable. Famine, a constant threat in early colonies, could have forced them to disperse, seeking sustenance, leading to their individual dispersal or unfortunate end in the harsh wilderness. While the absence of a distress cross suggests no immediate conflict, it's possible the colonists encountered unforeseen challenges or hostile groups during their planned relocation. Perhaps they faced a devastating attack while in transit, or succumbed to various perils of the wilderness. Such an event could have led to their complete disappearance without leaving clear evidence. The lost colony of Roanoke remains one of history's most captivating enigmas. It's a story that speaks to the fragility of early colonial ambitions and the formidable power of the American wilderness. With every passing year, the mystery deepens, yet its allure never fades, continuing to spark our imagination and remind us that some secrets are truly lost to the sands of time. What do you think happened to the Roanoke colonists?